Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017, and welcome back to Northstone Farm. So we moved some things around yesterday, I moved some things around yesterday off camera, and one of the things that I did is I brought some vehicles in here and got them under cover. They were, where's my light switch? There it is. They were technically undercover, but we had them in that sort of open shed on the other side. Lights are off. And I thought it would make sense to bring them in here next to our machine tools inside a door that we can lock, and there's our lift, and I thought it just all kind of made sense. The MAN truck and the combine, I don't know that they're going to see a lot of use for the time being, but I know the tractors will be in and out, so that's I guess a good fit, an appropriate place to have them. So this is what we've got going on right now on the farm today. We've got little map, there we go. So we've got some pigs that are going to need fed at some point. We have a minute. We don't need to worry about that right this second. So we've planted potatoes in field 17, field 1, and field 3. Today is day 3 of spring, by the way. So we've got potatoes in field 17, field 1, and field 3. I think we're going to put potatoes here in field 9, and that's going to be it for potatoes. For our other crops, I'm thinking, because we'll need, and this is all just for pigs, I think this is going to be a very pig intensive operation. So we've got potatoes in. We still need to plant for our pigs to eat corn, either wheat, barley, or we can do hay pellets. And that may be something, because we do have the straw harvest add-on, and then canola, sunflowers, or soybeans. So if we go back here, we have 2 grass fields. Field 10 and field 7 are grass. So we could make hay pellets, right? And all we would need to do that is a tedder and the pellet maker, which is, I believe, outrageously expensive. And I always forget if it's got its own baling technology. Yeah, here it is. So the pellet maker is 280,000 pounds. Is that really worth it to feed our pigs? I mean, that's an outrageous amount of money. We have no loan, and we have 82 grand. So you see what I mean? Like, that's just a stupid amount of money to spend to feed pigs, unless we had a lot more pigs. But it's a thought, right? Field 33 down here has been turned and is arable now. So we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 fields. And we need to, I feel like my buttons are sticking. And we need to plant 3 crops. Corn, wheat, barley, grass. So you see what I'm saying? If we use 10 and 7 for hay pellets, then we could do like 21 and 33 for corn and 8 and 11 for wheat. Does that make sense? Or we could do sunflowers here, because those are, okay. So if that's the case, then we need to get a cereal drill today. And we need to get some cereal crop in. So let's stay 6 meter. So let's find a good 6 meter. And I don't want to really go trailed. And the reason I don't is because the fields are just so tight here. I don't know that trailed really works. But we got the coon pack. That's 4 meter. Well, if we're going to go 4 meter, then we could just go 3 meter. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you. Then we already have these 9 meter, too big. 18 meter. Oy. Huh. Okay. So options are kind of limited. I guess we're going with the coon. So that being the case, we would want this guy for the front. And this is 100, and this is None, really. Do we want to add to that right, this guy here? So he's 100, and the other is 100. So we'd need 200 horsepower. I'm thinking out loud here. Are you seeing my wheels turning? That could do it. And this is why I'm a little bit irked that I can't get the front loader. Okay. It's decided. We're going to hop in this guy right here. No. We're going to hop in this guy right here. We're going to drive over to field 9. We're going to swap this out for the 6R. We're going to put this to work on the potato planter, on a worker, on field 9. Then we're going to drive the 6R over to the store and pick up the coon kit. We're going to fill it, and then we're going to take it to field 11 and start drilling either wheat or barley. Yes, that is our plan. I think. Yes. Yes, that's our plan. Right. And then at some point we'll need to figure out what to do with our pigs. I think we may... Not what to do with them. I mean, I know what we're doing with them. I mean, as far as getting them fed. Right. So put that there. Come back here. That's going to look so silly with the tank on the front, under the front loader. I wish I could take that off. Tell you what, when we get to the store, we'll make one more effort to take the front loader off. Because it really is a mystery to me why we can't remove that. Alright, so you wait here while we go in here. Right. I guess. Okay. So, we want field 9. See if it even gives it to us. Sometimes grass fields don't convert well. Field 9. Alright, it's looking good so far. Start from where we are. 2 headlands. No, this is long. We're going to do 3 headlands. Generate a course. Speed limit is set. First waypoint. Where is the first waypoint? Right over here. And we're going to watch this a little bit while it gets started. Courseplay sometimes has a hard time with trailed equipment. And I think it is often as not how the equipment is set up versus anything that's wrong with Courseplay. Courseplay, I have kind of a love-hate thing with Courseplay. It's an amazing app, an amazing mod. It really does. Wait a minute. Fertilizing and seeding. Yes. So turn that on or turn that on. It's an amazing mod, but it can be a bit problematic sometimes. Right. Try this again. Drive course. Stop. Drive course from first waypoint Activated, ridge markers deactivated. Turn that off. Turn that off. We'll hop out. It's an amazing mod, but it needs a little bit of babysitting sometimes, and a little bit of you got to kind of feel Courseplay. You gotta put yourself in the AI mind of Courseplay, and see the world how Courseplay sees the world, and then it makes sense when you're setting it up, right? So he is good to go. We bought the tank, we bought the drill. I don't think we bought the cultivator. Do we need it? Is the next question. Yes and no. Right, to the store. Oh, this. Alright. We're going to do it right now. We're going to get this front loader sorted out, because I feel like we're losing a lot of capacity for this tractor. Like, this tractor could be doing other things, and it's not, because it's got a big old front loader on the front that we can't take off. So we're going to go to the store right now, and we're either going to figure out how to take this thing off, or we're going to sell it, or both, or neither. Wow, that's a lot of options. Okay, well, we'll do something when we get up there. And we also, depending on how field 11 looks when we get down there, we may put that on a worker too, run across the meadow to the farm, grab the MAN truck, load it up with either corn or something, and take it out, feed it to the pigs. We have everything we need to feed the pigs except potatoes. So we've been feeding them pig food, but we could, if we wanted to, we could feed them some of the stuff that we have in stores. Right, and it is day 3, so then tomorrow, day 4, middle of spring, I believe, is when we'll be able to start planting like sunflower and corn and that sort of thing, and we'll use the other drill that we already have for that. Which also has a tank on the front, so another reason I want to get this thing off here. We'll give it one more try, and if not, I guess we'll sell it. Although I'm reluctant to sell it because I'm worried it's going to crash the game. I feel like there's some mods that, like, once they weld themselves to a tractor or to anything, if you try to get rid of them, they just crash the game. Okay, last chance. So, open seasons menu, stop engine, get cruise control. Okay, so it's nothing in there. That doesn't do it. How about if we go super low, detach? Are you kidding me? Oh, game. We just needed to go super low. We just needed to get lower. Sure, got lower, and that's all it took. All right. Every day, living and learning. That's how we do here on the farm. Right, so that opens up a world of possibilities. We will get. But then, I mean, how many cultivators do we have at that point? I don't think we need that. You want to skip it? If anything, we could do this, because we could use this instead of a plow. But then, oh, game. I wanted to go with the sapper. I've used the Coon before. This is 6, and that's 3. All right, let's do a different sewing machine then. Let's switch it up that way. That's 3 meter. That's a little too little. And that's trailed. You want to do it? That's way too big. And then these are, I guess we do this one. That's 3 meters, same as the first one. 4.5 meter. Aha. Okay. Oh, but it's the wrong crop. Oh, game. All right. I guess it will have to be, no, it's the wrong crop. This one? You want to do it? Amazon? We rarely do Amazon. All right. Hey, you know what's funny? I've been wanting to take that front loader off. I finally figured out how to do it. So we could put the tank on the front, and then we bought another drill that doesn't have a tank. Right. So, what does this thing hold? I didn't even look when we bought it. 780 liters. Let's fill this at the farm. Reason being, if we fill it down here, we're not going to empty a whole pallet, a whole bag. So let's take it to the farm and fill it from our stores there. So we don't have anything floating around down here at the store. I feel like we have a bad habit of that sometimes, leaving stuff in the parking lot. Right. So this is going to take a oh. Sorry, neighbor. Sorry about your fender. We can buff that out. So this is going to take a minute with a 3 meter. But I have been saying that we're gradually getting bigger and bigger and bigger equipment, even though we're trying to get small equipment. And I feel like that Vaderstad, the 6 meter that we thought seriously about, I mean, in a lot of ways it was perfect, but it would really only be perfect for field 11. If we tried to use it in a smaller field, it would just be way too big. So it all works out. It's going to take a little bit longer to do field 11 with this, but then it'll be just the right size for other fields. Right. I'm so excited about the front loader. That was... It wasn't making me mad or anything. I felt like, you know, we've got the roll bar on the front of the 7R Euro, and the 7810 is not quite as powerful, so this 6R, like, there's so many things we could do with it, but they require a front tank, or at least the front hydraulic, like running butterfly mowers on here, all kinds of things. So, okay, I'm super happy about that. Oh, and I did, if you noticed previous episode, I never did find water, so I went ahead and installed a hydrant at the farm. You know, it's cheating a little bit. If you know where the water is, let me know, because I never did find it. We'll find it at some point. I just haven't found it yet. So... So we put the bucket back on, and then we just need to lift it way up, and there we go. Beautiful. Sometimes everything works out. Now I gotta back this thing down in front of the seed, and I might be able to make the turn here, maybe. Don't bust my mirror off. Right. We made it. Okay. So, then the next question is, what do we want to put down there? Because we've got, it can be wheat or it can be barley. Let's go barley. Barley always seems to have just a slightly higher price than wheat, and we may sell a little bit of it. Right, and we are going to just going to field 11 first, and I think that's the one you can't get to from the farm. You have to go around. So, out we go. Right. And if you wonder why I don't use turn signals, it's because I'm more or less out of key commands on my gamepad. I just don't have any more key combos. I used them all up. All right. So this is my, on the right here. Wow, front of this tractor's super light. So on our right, we just passed our dairy meadow. And now this is field 11 here on our right. Is that right? There's no way to get into this one from the farm, is there? I'll take a look. I seem to remember coming down here to get into field 11. Right. So let's set the brake. Open the gate. I know. And we'll definitely put this on a worker. Yeah, we'll put it on a worker. Right. Beacons off. Field 11. First we go to fertilizing and seeding, then we go to field 11. Field 11. Automatic width, that gives us 3.1 meters. Let's go 2 headlands. Always a good number. And did it go around the telephone masts? It did not, but they might not be collidable. Sometimes they're not. We'll find out if it runs into them. It's the best way. So we set some speeds up. Speeds are good. First waypoint. And I think it was over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So we're going to start from the first waypoint. Stop when you're done. Don't use ridge markers. Turn these off. Turn that off. Hop out and see how we're doing. We are seeding barley. Perfect. And also, let me check here because it looks like never turned it off. We don't want to buy any of this stuff. We want to use what's in the hopper. Okay. Oi! Should have got a front weight. That seems, I don't know. You think that drill would We pull the front wheels of a 6R off the ground. I don't know. It is MR though, and I feel like when a mod maker takes the time and effort to make a tractor MR, I feel like they're pretty serious with the numbers. And I find that going to the more realistic threads, let me check one other thing. Doesn't say if that's MR or not. And when you go to MR threads, when you check out people that are like really into more realistic, what you see consistently is that the base game is really kind of sandbox and really kind of generous with performance on the tractors and the equipment. Is there a way to get from here? I don't think there is. There is for us. We can just run through the thicket here. Boom. But there's no way to get a tractor around. Okay. Yeah, the base game and even a lot of mods are really kind of generous with performance, and they really kind of sandbox the game. Wanted to go check on the 7R, see how that's doing with the potatoes. So what do we want to do about hay pellets? I mean, there's no way a farm this size would spend £250,000 on a piece of equipment that's going to feed 40 pigs. That just doesn't make sense. I know we'll have more pigs later, but you know what I mean? That doesn't really make sense to me. Wow, this guy's almost done. Go you. Okay. But it would be fun. And I mean, it's just a game. It's not real. It's not a real farm. It's just a game. So do we want to get the pellet maker? It's a fun piece of equipment to use. And now the only question would be, can we even tow it? Because I know 350. We cannot. We don't have a 350 horsepower tractor. Okay, well that settles that. So we've got 4 fields. Is that what we decided? We've got 4 fields. 11, 8, 33, and 21. So I guess if we put wheat in 11, which we're doing right now, and we put corn in 21, then we could put sunflowers in 33 and 8. Okay, I guess that's what we'll do. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And tomorrow we can start planting, because we'll be into day 4. Tomorrow we can plant corn and sunflower. Okay, cool. And we can plant, I think I want to do this. We'll figure it out. So let us now go hop in our MAN truck and take some food out to the piggies. Man, I'm so excited about that front loader. I was really kind of frustrated by that, because the tractor's a great mod. The front loader is really cool. The front loader goes with that tractor so well. Not just the brand, but like just the fit and finish and everything, and the dynamic hoses looked really good. So I was really bummed that we couldn't use it. And make sure we're tilting this on the right side. Tip side to the left. Yeah. So what's the first thing we want to take out there? And how much do we want to take? I think, can we even fit under this thing? Yeah. So, corn, it looks like it's at 1,200, and it's about a third of the way across. So let's say 2,500 corn. And it's given us fuel. We don't need fuel. Corn. There it is. Oi. is a fast auger. Cover on. Here we go. Seven R is done with potatoes. So we'll put the potato drill away and we'll get the 7R parked up in our machine shop shed. That'll be cool. And I think I'll go out and dump this corn for the pigs, and then we'll probably call it an episode, because then, I mean, all I would do is drive the MAN back. That's not very interesting. And put up the 7R. That's not very interesting. So I'll do the rest of that off camera. But I think we made some good progress today as far as how we're going to take care of these pigs. And I hope they take care of us. That's the main thing, because we really aren't doing a whole lot else on the map right now. And as far as that grass, now the only positive thing about not getting the pellet maker is we can then, all we'll need to get is a little trailed mower and a little loading wagon. And I found a nice kit. I don't know if you know the Mangala loading wagon, but it's the one that you need to put the silage fluid and the blades in. I found another kit that has the same sort of functionality, but it's not Mangala. It's it's a pack, and there's a bunch of different ones, but they have the blades and the, whatever. So I thought we would do that, use one of those. And the Mangala is great, but I feel like I've used it so many times. I'd be curious about using another loading wagon. Right. So let me see if I can get this in here. Right. Okay. My math was off. Right. Get this parked over here. And I think that's about, what, 30, 40 minutes? I don't know. I don't have a clock on right now. But I think that's good. We'll call it. Folks. Moment. Thumbnail? Maybe? Maybe? Yeah. Maybe. Right, folks, thanks for stopping to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farm Simulator 2017 on Northstone Farm. And we will see you soon. Take care now.